Flex and Stretch. Hello. Hi. Thanks for joining. We're going to get into our flex and stretch today. So, as people are joining, you're going to need a strap, something a little longer. If you don't have a strap, hi. If you don't have a strap, grab a scarf. A scarf would be really good, or hey Sandy. Grab a scarf or a strap, something firm. Now, if you do have elastic tubing, get your heaviest one because we don't want a lot of give today. So you can also use a towel, but you probably have to get a little bit of a longer one. If you have like a long towel or like a beach towel or something like that, a little thinner but longer. So go ahead and grab that. That's all you're going to need today. Yes, I'm going to get strong with a strap today and work on our mobility. So go ahead and grab that. Get your mat ready. We'll get going here in a minute or so. But today we're going to have a 45-minute class, flex and stretch. And we're going to do mobility moves and strength training moves at the same, not the same time, but kind of paired up. And then towards the end, we'll also go into more stretching, resistance stretching, Kihara resistance stretching, which is a super effective way of adding strength and mobility as well. And if you guys have any specific stretches, areas you would like to focus on, please leave a comment, and we'll focus on those in the class. So if you just joined, you're going to need a strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, grab a scarf, something a little bit longer but firm. And if you do have tubing, get your heaviest tubing because we don't want a lot of give there. Or a towel. A towel works too. So just something that is firm that we can add some resistance to as we do our strength moves. So thanks for joining. Hope everybody's doing well. It's Tuesday. And you know, most of us are stay at home and we're trying to get those workouts in, and you know, we may be on a computer a lot more than usual, so we may be feeling really stiff if you're not getting as much movement or walking out. So this is a really good class to incorporate because we're also building strength and mobility and stretching. Hey Renee, as you know, to help with just the craziness that's going on. So anyway, quite a few people have logged on, so let's go ahead and warm up. We're going to warm up. I like to use, if you're joining in, make sure you have a strap or a scarf, something firm. If you do have the elastic tubing, make sure it doesn't have a lot of give. So get your heaviest resistance, or a towel, a thin towel. All right, so get that. And we're going to warm up using, I like using CARs. They're controlled articular rotations. Not that you need to know that, but we're just basically doing isometric movements at the joints to warm up the joints. So how this works, you just tighten your body up. So make fists, tighten your legs, tighten everything up between 20 and 80%, whatever you prefer, and then start with your neck roll. So drop your chin down and around, and warm up the neck joint. So just tighten up as you go around 2 times, and then change directions. Tighten up. And if you feel any pain anytime you're doing these, you don't go through that pain. You skip over the area that you feel pain. All right, shoulder blades. You're going to lift up, back, down, and forward. So it's going to look a little bit, you're moving using the shoulder blades. So creating that circle and then change directions. Again, tighten your whole body up as you're doing these shoulder rolls. And we're moving the shoulder blades, we're not moving the arms here. Good. All right. Thoracic area. Let's move down onto the ground for a couple. We'll do a couple different ones today. Cross the arms over in the front and then tighten up everywhere, but specifically through your thoracic area. So this area, you're going to round forward, go to the side, come back, and then other side and round forward. So this is locking down our hips so we can't move our hips as we warm up the thoracic area. So 2 times in each direction. Change directions. Hi guys, thanks for joining. You're gonna need a strap or a scarf today, or a towel. So go ahead and grab that if you have just joined in. So we're just warming up our joints. Okay, so let's get into the arms, the shoulder joint specifically. We did the scapular area, but we want to get in the shoulder joint. So this one is really nice. So go ahead and lie on your belly. You're going to bring the hands behind your head. You're going to bring your hands behind your head. And then tighten up again. Extend the arms out, thumbs up. Well, can't see me. You're going to go thumbs up. And then you're going to start to turn. And then place the hands on your sacrum, so the bony part of your butt. And then reverse that. So lift up as high as you can. Unwind. And then bring the hands on the back of the head. Now, if you want to bring a little towel to your forehead to keep your head in neutral, and I hope you guys can hear me here. So again, hands on the back of the head, tighten up, extend, thumbs up, and then start to rotate. And then thumbs up and unwind those arms. And then bring the hands back to the head. So that's a bit of a challenging one. And then we're going to go into hip circles. Getting in the hips. So we usually do this, we've done this standing. Tighten up the whole body. So you're pressing into the floor and you're pressing with your hands and with the lower body. And then extend the leg out like the fire hydrant drill. And then circle around. Squeeze your foot towards your butt. And then reverse that out to the side and down. So really controlled. And what we want to do is not shift over as we do that. So keep the movement in the joint, in the hip joint, out to the side and down, and then switch sides, out and down, and then one more time. Fire hydrant. Circle up, kick towards your butt, out, and down. So warming up those joints. Great. If you just joined, grab you a strap, scarf, or a towel. You're going to need that today. Let's warm up the ankles like we did last week. So go ahead and get in that athletic stance, and you're rolling onto the outer edge and the inner edge of your foot, warming up the ankles side to side. So you really want to exaggerate that stretch side to side. Your feet are your base. If you're prone to ankle sprains, you really got to work on fixing your feet, because it affects everything upstream. So just working on that flexibility and mobility of the ankles. You might feel, I'm feeling a really good stretch today. Typically, I've had pretty healthy ankles, but today definitely feeling a stretch. Side to side. Now let's work on our hip strength. Going right into some like corrective exercise. So you want to work on this muscle here. Do not let the lower back, like this area, do the work. So place this hand on your hip, and we're going to lift the other leg up and down using this muscle, not the back muscle. And this is really great for strengthening the glute medius, the side of the hip, and very, very good for when you're walking. This actually mimics a walk. So it's weight bearing, and you want to go straight up and down. Like I leaned a little bit there, so go straight up and down. If you're having difficulty, feel that muscle contracting, keep the leg bent, and I want you to lift the hip and lower the hip. So you can probably see that movement a little more in this position than the other position. If the other one feels super easy, the modification to make that a little more challenging would be to get on a block or a step, and we're going to drop down, lift up, drop down, lift up. A little more balance here. And then I want you to lift and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Should be burning. All right, come on down. Switching sides. So you have 3 modifications here. This would be the most challenging. Again, the back muscle should not be turning on. You should not feel that working. This is the muscle that you should feel turning on, contracting, and working. If you are not feeling that, shift your weight back a little bit. Come down to the floor, or bend the leg that's not working, and really focus on getting that to work. Hi guys, thanks for joining. We're doing flex and stretch today, so we're doing about 45-minute class, and you're going to need a yoga strap or a scarf or a long towel. So go ahead and grab that if you haven't, if you don't have it already. So keep up and down, up and down. You should start to feel that muscle start to burn a little bit. This is really great if you have back issues too, because a lot of times these muscles are very weak. All right, now hold. 10, squeeze it in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come on down. Nice, let's do one more round of the ankles. So come in an athletic stance. And I want you to go to the outer edge, go to the inner edge. So you're stretching opposites here. Working your ankles. Very, very important to work the ankles and get increased mobility in your ankles. Have any of you ever had ankle sprains, foot issues, ankle sprains, Achilles stuff? Please leave a comment, let me know. If so, this is a really good one for you. Great. All right, come back to that hip strengthening exercise. All right, so you're going to lift and lower. I'm going to go back to that block. So you can stay on the ground if you have a block or step nearby. And we're going up and down. So again, you should be feeling this hip muscle. Working. One side you probably feel a little bit more. If you're not feeling it, lean back a little bit or go into the modifications of either coming off the block or keeping the non-working leg bent. All right, now come up and hold. Hold. Squeeze that muscle in. And release. Good. All right, switching sides. You'll notice, hopefully notice, if you do this exercise and then go for a walk, your walking is a lot smoother and easier. Hi, thanks for joining. Come on up and down. So working this hip muscle. Oftentimes it doesn't want to wake up and work very well. And I like this version because you can use bands. I'm sure most of you have seen where you put the bands around your thighs, your ankles, and you walk side to side. And even line your side with the bands and do, that's good for strengthening this as well. But what I like about this exercise more is that it's weight bearing. So it mimics life a little bit more because you're really not lying down and, you know, doing movements. You know, we're up and walking and moving, hopefully a lot. And so having your own weight as you do this exercise is more beneficial. So hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. All right. So finished with a little bit of mobility and corrective exercise for that segment. Let's move on to our planks. I'm a big fan of the single arm planks. Get your timer out. I hope you guys have been timing yourself. Get your stopwatch out. Aiming for 20 seconds, one arm plank. Go wider with the legs if you need more balance. And here we go. One arm plank. Trying not to shift your weight or stick your butt up. Trying to keep the hips nice and even. Okay, so I gotta focus on my breath here. So go ahead, focus on that breath. All right, switch sides. Again, we're not twisting that hip up or dropping the hip. Go wider with the legs. You can always come down to the knees if you need to. Aiming for 20 seconds. All right, and release. Now, bring both hands down, twist plank. So we're gonna drop the hip down and then lift up and drop the other hip down. So let me change angles. We're going for 40 seconds. And coming up. And drop the hip down, lift the hip up. Drop the hip down, lift the hip up. So what we're aiming for, you want to get this stretch down the sides of the body. Another thing where we're looking for, stable in the shoulders. So I don't want to see your shoulders going, well, I can't see you, but I don't want your shoulders to go side to side as you're moving the hips. So the arms are very stable and you're moving through here. This is where the movement is coming from. Go 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Come to side plank. Any modification to side plank. You can have your knee bent. You can have your legs crisscrossed. You can have your legs stacked. You can come up onto the hand. And we're going into a little crunch. So up and down. So what we're looking for here is real good stability in your supported arm. Okay? The arm is supporting you. Think about, I'm going to turn so you guys can see. Think about the shoulder blade really contracting as you come up, okay? So use the shoulder blade, lengthen and maybe stretch it out a little bit as you're going into that exercise and as you're doing that exercise. Get your breath. Inhale and exhale through the nose. All right, switch sides. Coming on up, hand behind head, modify as needed. Any modification of the side plank. If you just joined, go ahead and grab a strap, a towel, or a scarf. That's what you're going to need here in a few minutes. Okay, release. Back to our single arm plank. Why do I love the single arm plank? It's hard. Okay, single arm plank. We're going for 20 seconds again. I'll see if I can talk while I'm doing the single arm plank.
So come on up, single arm plank. Widen your feet so you're not shifting your hips. So the single arm plank, actually, if you have some weakness on one side or the other side, and it causes some imbalances, this is really great for correcting that. Switch sides. And again, we don't want to lift the hip or drop the hip. Keep it nice and even. All right, hands down. Twist plank. Coming into your 2-arm plank, stable through the arms. Here we go. 40 seconds, shoulders away from the ear. Drop down, get a stretch in the side body. Focus on that movement through the thoracic area. So we're going 40 seconds there. I'm not sure what dyskinesis is, so let me know what that is and I can help you out there if you explain what that is. Just going through seeing if anybody has any questions. All right, and release. Side plank. All right, coming up and then down, up and down. Is this what so the question was something about scapular issue. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I don't know if you're referring to this exercise, but and you guys also leave some comments too when you have a break about which stretches you want, what areas you want to focus on at the end for stretching. Okay, switch sides. Coming on up, hand behind the head. Even when you start to breathe a little harder, really try to inhale and exhale through the nose. Creates more resistance, and you're not letting off as much CO2. 2 more here. Good. All right, come on down. Now, let's get into some of the strap stuff. And let's see, please live chat. Okay, I'm not sure how to live chat. Maybe afterwards, is that how you do that? I'm not sure how to live chat, so message me privately and we can maybe figure that out. You can help me out with that. Okay, so with the strap, but first we're gonna do some rolling. Leave that strap just nearby. Rolling is a really good fundamental move. So you're going to, I'm actually going to come this way. Bring both arms above the head. Relax your legs, arms up. And then with one arm, you're going to cross the body and then roll over. And then back. So we want to just use the abdominal here. So we don't want to, we want to use this area as we roll. So both arms above the head. You're going to lift the head, lift the chest, relax the legs, and roll over. This one will get you surprisingly sore the next day. So up and roll. Let's do 2 more on this side. Up. So you may notice, this is difficult, and it's even more difficult when
you don't use your legs. So a lot of times we're going to use our legs, so just shake them loose a little bit. You're going to go up and roll. All right, last one. This one's really great for back pain. Up and roll. Okay, switching sides. Make sure you have enough room here. So up and roll. And lucky you guys if you actually have a house. I'm in South Beach and our apartments are tiny here, so not a lot of room to do things. But I'm not complaining, I love living here. Alright, lift up, keep the legs relaxed, and roll. Again, really focus on the upper abdomen and contracting those muscles. Oops, see, I just tighten my legs and rolling. Alright, coming back. Now, grab your strap. Place the strap behind your back, or your scarf, or your towel. You want to go a little longer here. As you lift up, you're going to tighten up and pull like a chest fly. Now, you can just do that, but if you want to add some abs in here, we're going to lift the legs a little bit and then come down. And then up and down. So again, grip and tighten as you're doing your fly. You're pressing and resisting. And again, you can keep the legs bent and just focus on the chest as you're coming up and down. One more. Good. And then place that strap over your hips, hands on the ground, so adjust as needed, and resist as you bridge up. So create some resistance, and then come down. And bridge up, and down, and bridge up. So we're not looking to get super high here in this bridge. I want you to focus on your glutes. So press through your feet evenly, steady the knees, and squeeze the glutes here as you lift up and down, giving yourself a little resistance at the top. A lot of times I'll see this where you kind of lift up and do this, but actually I want you to tuck those ribs down, keep the ribs and the pelvis in line with each other as you're doing your bridge. It's just a different variation where you focus more on the glutes. And let's do 2 more here. And then last one. Good. And lower down. Good. Got a little booty burn there. So let's go back to the rolling. Again, rolling is really great. Low back stretch at the end. Yes, we will do a low back stretch at the end. All right, arms up overhead, both of them. And then lift up. You're going to use your abdominals, relax your legs, and roll to one side. Bring it back. So we're doing 5 on each side. If you cannot get all the way up using just your upper body and your arm, go to where you go. You don't have to go all the way up. Legs relax, shake them out. They should fall out to the side. Up and roll. And bring it back. 2 more times. Shake out the legs, relax them. It's kind of fun too, right? To roll. I tend to clench my legs, so I have to really make sure I'm not using my legs as I do these.
And I'll tell you, the first time I did these, oh my goodness, I was so sore the next day. Very deceptive. All right, other side. Both arms up overhead. Up. And roll. So I've definitely seen an improvement because I was using my quads when I go this way. When I first started, shake out those legs. Still a little bit. You want to contract slightly. Shake them out. And one more time, shake out those quads, try not to let them contract. So if you've done Turkish get-ups, this is a little similar to that. And then back, good, all right. So grab your strap, put it under your chest, or under your back, behind your back. Go a little wider, depends on the length of your arms, and then legs extend, and as you come up, lift the legs and back down. Contract and lift. Two more here. Good, release that. Place that strap over your hips. Give yourself a little resistance, pushing down. And then squeezing your hips, or squeezing your butt as you lift your hips. And then back down. Lifting. And again, if you have some tubing, this works well too. But when some of the other stuff, it might not. It'll just be different. It'll just be different. Focus on squeezing the glutes here, being mindful. And let's go two more here. And squeeze, good, and release, good. So I was feeling a nice little burn there. All right, next round, you're gonna loop the strap over your feet. We're gonna do some rows. So adjust as needed. You want to be able to get the elbows past the back here. So you're going to resist and pull your body forward, trying to get those elbows past the back. And then you're going to push your feet as you come out of that. Push your feet into the strap as you come out of it. Keep pushing your feet into the strap as you row forward and then back. So you keep that resistance on the way back and you're actually getting a stretch, a little stretch. Two more here. Slow and controlled. So if you just joined, thanks for joining. And you're just going to need a strap or a scarf. See, the length of the scarf is really good. So if you have a scarf, that works. Or a long towel. Like a short, bulky towel might not work so well. Okay, so now going into shoulder presses. Or actually not shoulder presses, but we're going into a high row here. So the legs are going to be bent. And again, you're pressing the feet into the strap, adding the resistance, and then pull the elbows up and back. And then when you push away, you're pushing away like a leg press. Ooh, there's a little balance. So resist, and then push, and then keep, the legs are the weight, right? And you're getting those elbows nice and high, getting in between the shoulder blades, back of the shoulders, rear delts. So you're really doing some eccentric training here. Nice and slow, focusing on the negative. Okay, now this one might be a little, all of them might be a little weird at first. So this one, you're going to allow the arms to come up like you're doing a shoulder press. And then when you come down, I want you to curl the legs like you're doing a leg curl. And then press up, and then the leg curl. Shoulder press, contract, hold, leg curl. Shoulder press, contract, curl, leg curl. So we're doing multiple things here. Yes. Good. Thanks for joining, everybody. Just checking here. We got a low back stretch. Okay. All right. Yes. So you're getting a stretch, right? You're getting a stretch as you're strengthening. Pretty cool, right? All right, go ahead and release that. I just needed a break, so I just took a break while I looked at his comments. All right, go back to the first one. All right, rows. So again, resistance with the feet. And then pull your body forward, rowing. You try to get the elbows behind the back. And then come back for a little stretch. And then pull forward. Pull forward. And one more time. Great. And release it slowly. So really focused on that negative. Okay. Going into the high row. Change your hand position so your thumbs is up. Thumbs are up. And you're pulling up and then pressing out. Elbows high, shoulders down, and then press your legs out. Working in between the shoulder blades. Thanks for joining, guys. If you joined, you'll have to go back to the start, but grab you a strap or a scarf or a long towel. Press out and again you're resisting, right? So using the leg weight and the leg strength to resist and work the back. So a lot of back today, a lot of core today. Maybe next week we'll do more legs. Okay, and then the last one is your shoulder press leg curl. So legs are bent, add that resistance. Again, thumbs are up, press the arms up. And as you come back, hold that position, curl the legs under, like you're doing a leg curl. Extend the legs up press the arms up. Bring them back down, hold, isometric contraction, leg curl. And obviously you probably feel this more in the arms than anything, but you are increasing strength and mobility here, so. And you're probably feeling a nice little hamstring stretch. Or your hip flexors are working, which is good too. And let's do one more of these. Press down and curl. Good. All right, go ahead and release. We're gonna get into some stretching. So someone requested lower back stretch. And anybody else have any other requests for stretching? Okay, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Oops. Okay. So let's go into some lower back stretches. Does everybody have a foam roller by any chance? Everybody have a foam roller? Leave a comment, yes or no, or thumbs up if you have a foam roller. If so, we can do the little foam rolling. Spine. Okay, so we want spine and lower back. Okay. Let's go into a nice little lower back stretch. So if you have a foam roller, please leave, because I have a really great foam roller thing for the lower back. Yes, good. Okay, if you have a foam roller, we'll do that at the end. For those that don't, then you can just skip out on that. So this is going to get through here, kind of this mid back, and you can adjust as needed. So go ahead and just bring one leg in. You can bend this other leg or straighten it out, whatever you prefer. But if you bend the leg, grab onto your heel, and then bring your hand behind your back. Yes, good. Most people have foam rolling. Excellent. Okay, but if you don't, we'll do it at the end, so don't worry about it. All right, so little bonus. So hand behind the head. You want to create tension between your arm and your leg. So again, like in the beginning, you're going to tighten up. You're going to use your own resistance for the stretch. Press your hand into your head, and I want you to curl down, creating your own resistance. Lengthen, so pull the elbow forward, and then press back up, and repeat that. So curling, and then pressing up. Make this active, create some isometric resistance. And then come back up. Now, with your strap or with your hands, whatever you can do, straighten that leg out. And then either loop your strap or your towel around. If you can grab your hands around your foot, go ahead and do that. Now, we're going to get through the upper back. Push your foot into your hands, elbows go wide, and stretch out. Push your foot into your hands, elbows go wide, and stretch everything out. So you're getting into the hamstrings as well. Make sure you come this way, so press the foot. You're literally moving the foot, widening the elbows, and stretching everything out. Again, make it active. One more time. And release. Good. Okay, switching sides. Grip your ankle. If you want to straighten it out and just hold on to your leg, that's fine too. Hand behind the head. Create some resistance here. Create some resistance, the head and the hand. All right, and then curl down. And press up. So you keep that contraction the whole time. Curl down. And press up. And again, the movement's coming from the thoracic area. And up. Good. Straighten that leg out. use your towel, use your strap, scarf, whatever you can. I have long arms, so I can actually reach my foot, but not, I'm not naturally flexible. I've taken a lot of time, a lot of work to get to have the flexibility and mobility that I have. I used to play basketball, so I was stiff as a board. So, all right, so press forward and release. Move that foot, point the toe a little bit, elbows wide, and release. One more time. And release. Great. Okay. So you can take a seat cross-legged. I actually like to do this when sitting on my heels. And this is going to get, again, more of the lower back stuff. So I want you to go ahead and bring one hand behind your head, like you're doing a tricep stretch. This one I love. I think this is such a great stretch. I usually get an adjustment when I do this. You're going down towards the opposite knee. So start in that stretch position. You might already feel that stretch in the back. Now with your elbow, push into your hand, contract the side body, and lift your body up. So again, make it active. As you keep pressing the elbow into the hand, lift through the side body you're stretching. Move slightly forward towards your knee, maybe even past the knee, as you keep contracting into that stretch. And then press the elbow into the hand as you lift up. Lift the side body. Keep pressing the elbow and hand together. Traction away. So you're gently pulling your body forward. And then back up. And do that one more time. Up. And release. Good. Ooh, so I feel longer. My hand is longer now on that side. So go ahead and switch sides. Start in that stretch position. Press your elbow into your hand. Contract and lift. So this type of stretching is called Kihara resistance stretching. It's pretty unique and very effective. All right, keep pressing the elbow into the hand. Lift the side body. Lengthen the spine. Press up actively. Keep pressing. And one more time. Up. Keep pressing. Lengthen. Traction. So what traction means is you just gently pull away from the base, like wherever you're, like if you're trying to traction your arm, you're pulling, almost like you're pulling the arm out of its socket. Okay, so we did some spine, and I want to go into a lower back thing that is pretty nice. So it's indirectly will affect the lower back. So pop up for a second. These are going to be quick and easy stretches you can do anywhere. I actually like to do them on a stability ball. So if you have a stability ball, they're pretty amazing to do. Don't know how I could show you there, but anyway, so you would just mimic these on a stability ball. Of course, you're sitting on a stability ball. So go ahead and squeeze your legs together. Again, keep it active. And I want you to come to neutral pelvis. So if your butt is out, tuck it under a little bit. All right, squeeze your legs slightly together, hands on the hips. You can even feel the front bone of the hip here. And I want you to dip the hip, squeeze the legs together so you're, again, lengthening here, and you're probably feeling some inner thigh stuff going on. And then go other side. And so if you're on a stability ball, if you have a stability ball, this is really awesome because you can move the ball side to side and really lengthen the side body here, which attaches to the pelvis. So all these muscles attach to the pelvis, and if there's some imbalance
then you might end up with that sacral pain. You can feel that lower back pain. So side to side here. Side to side. Keep squeezing the legs together. It's not passive stretch. All right, come back to center, and I'm keeping my fingers so you can see my pelvis is pretty even. So I want you to pelvic tilt back and then under. Back and under. And what I like to do here, I'll just put my hands here. So we're not moving from this area. I want you moving from the pelvis. So tighten that area, squeeze your legs together. You're going to stick your butt out and then tuck it under. And so try to get that movement. So my pelvis is a little stiff this way. So I'm going to make that movement a little smaller because I'm using my thoracic area. And I want it to come more from like lower back and hips. Squeeze and release. So it's pretty subtle here as you're going into that. But you don't want to see this. We're going here, here. That's all coming from your thoracic area, not your pelvis. So that means your pelvis is probably pretty tight and stiff. So go ahead and go into that a little bit more, a few more, up and back. And the last one I like to do, and I'm just going to sit on my roller here, and this would be, you can do this in a chair. I don't know if this is going to work. Let me grab my chair. If you have a chair or whatever. So we're hitting different areas of the pelvis. We went side to side, like this way, and we went front to back. Now we're going to rotate. We're going to do this motion, right? We're going to rotate. So you're going to come into a chair, and one hip goes forward, the other hip goes back. And again, we're not moving from here, we're moving from the pelvis. And I'll turn to the side so you can see that. So we're going to go here, and then here. So if you watch my knees, one hip goes forward, and then the other hip goes forward. So this oppositional movement, right? And it's, again, not coming from here, because a lot of people would just move the whole body. You're coming from the hips. And again, that's going to help reset and gently stretch all those muscles around the lower back. So those are some good things to do. Oh, we're running a little long, but that's okay. I get into this stuff. All right, guys. So if you don't have a foam roller, thank you for joining. If you have a foam roller, a little bonus, we're gonna hit the sacrum. So a good little lower back thing. So go ahead and grab your foam roller. I'm actually gonna switch my foam roller. I have a nice soft foam roller that I love for this. So I love this OPTP soft foam roller. It bends. So super soft roller, great for this area. Go ahead and place it under your knees, and then lift your hips up and place it on your sacrum. Sacrum is that little bony part in between your butt cheeks. And then lift your hips up, or lift your feet up and rock side to side. And because it is bony, that's why I like to use the soft roller. It's so nice. So just massaging the high glute sacral area. Massaging out, and then pause on the right side, do some circles. Clockwise and then counterclockwise. And then rock it over to the other side and do the same thing. So circles one direction, and then circles in the other direction. And you continue to rock side to side if you like, or go ahead and bring your feet down, and then lift the hips up and move the roller towards your feet to come out of that. All right, so if anybody has any other questions, please let me know. I hope those stretches hit what you were feeling like you needed.
Let me just scroll through here. We got the spine. I think that's it. All right, I appreciate you logging on, doing the workout. Hopefully you just weren't sitting there watching me, but doing the workout, and I hope you got a good workout today. And we'll be back next Tuesday at 11. I think I'm going to start doing some extra like foam rolling mobility stuff throughout the week, and some possible, you're welcome, possible meditation too, because I think that's super important to incorporate. It's been life-changing for me, so I'm working on this like wellness program that hopefully some people will be interested in doing with me. So anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you guys, and have a great Tuesday. I know it's hard to keep track of the day, but it is Tuesday. So thank you. Bye.